Russia announced today that they're going to be trying to de-dollarize themselves. And what that means for you is basically if they de-dollarize themselves, that gives avenues for people to use other currencies on the world stage. So they're probably trying to go towards like a dollar, not a dollar, a euro, a yuan, and gold. They're trying to pick up more of those and get rid of dollars. So if they can start trading oil in euros, they can start trading some of their goods in euros instead of dollars. That weakens the U.S. dollar, which kind of makes sense from Russia because countries want to control their own currency, and especially they want to get a nation they might see as an enemy nation, like how they might view us as like an adversarial nation. Here in the U.S., that kind of power over their monetary system. So they want to kind of get out of that, and that being that us having that much control, because we control the dollar really. So we have a lot of control of the world financial system. So some of the countries, Russia's been doing a good job of like paying down their debt, getting in a good financial position. I actually think there might be a risk of them, the amount of gold that they have, they could do a fractional reserve program on their ruble to gold. Maybe not like a 1-to-1 thing, but I think with their debt and everything, they're at risk because that would devalue our currency a lot. There's a chance they could do that if they wanted to get real aggressive with this. But this is a big step into, for people who don't know, the dollar is the world reserve currency, meaning that a lot of countries hold the dollar in their country to back up their currency. So if the dollar you loses that status, there's going to be a lot of countries that sell their dollars, and that's going to devalue our dollars. It won't really affect us intensely here, but like if you go overseas, you know how like you might go to Mexico and everything's cheaper if you get off the resort. That wouldn't happen as much anymore because the dollar would be weaker. We have a strong dollar now, so we have a weak dollar. You might go to Mexico and things are more expensive than they are here outside the resort. So it's a situation where this could be a domino effect for future negative things happen with the US dollar. So how would you protect yourself? Foreign real estate, foreign stocks, put some money into gold, put some money into precious metals. It's not the scariest thing in the world, but it could be a sign of future things that come. So this is something that I wanted to make this video because this is definitely something you guys should put on your radar. It's a newer story, so you might not have seen it, but put this on your radar. Start looking at some of those foreign investments. Start looking at trying to put some money overseas. Start looking at, even if you just open a bank account in the US and just hold a different currency in that bank account, because the dollar might be at risk right now. The dollar might not strengthen. This might be some type of smoke and mirrors, but if this is true and this is what's going on, it could cause a domino effect on the world stage, where we move, instead of having like most countries just have like the dollar as a world reserve currency, it might be, instead of, because right now if you're buying oil, you pretty much have to buy it in dollars. If this happens and a couple other countries follow suit, there might be a situation where you can have a euro parity and a US dollar parity, where you could buy oil in euros and dollars. So that's good for the world in a sense, because now you have more price discovery. You can learn more things. Like the United States can't manipulate the oil prices as much that suits them as they could right now if we had both of them. But that's not good for us in the US personally. So it might, in theory, be better for the rest of the world, but for people in the United States who have all dollars and all that stuff, it's not good for us. So if you are a US citizen or you're holding some dollars and that's all you have, you might want to look at putting your money into some companies that invest overseas, some overseas companies. Like a company that invests overseas might be McDonald's. They have a large amount of business overseas. You might want to look at a company like United Overseas Bank over there in Singapore. You might want to look at just picking up some gold, pick up some gold mining, because they're talking about they're going to buy some gold. So you might want to pick some up on the front end. So this is just a quick video. Hopefully you guys got some knowledge out of this. So just put this on your radar that Russia might be moving away from the dollar. If this does go through, look at maybe the euro might be strengthening soon in the future. Just keep it on your radar. So this is Nick signing out. If you have any questions about this, I know this topic is kind of wonky. Just let me know and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.